want to smoke with me? You started it?
Yeah.
Somebody could check and see if it's just the walk.
You said what?
It's the walk.
Yeah. I'm a Facebook. That's a Facebook.
It's a lot. We the ISUPK, side of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You know what I'm saying? Shalom to all the brothers and sisters on precinct officer Ash the walk. You know what I'm saying? Holding the class down until the general get here. You know what I'm saying? Um, if I could, right? Our people always, looking for ways to get out of our situation. And they never want to turn to the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? They got the Bible, right? But they teaching the Bible the way our oppressor taught us to teach the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? While we sitting here trying to stand on the Constitution and trying to do things after our oppressor, the Bible is our Constitution, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's us separating from our oppressor, who was with the Egyptians, the so-called Hamites, the Africans at the time, man. You understand what I'm saying? Going into our own land and making rules for ourselves, man. You understand what I'm saying? While we here in America, we following the rules of our oppressor, man. You understand? Like, we just went out, celebrated Halloween. You know what I'm saying? And that's a dang Celtic tradition, man. You understand what I'm saying? And as a people, like we get to the point now where we get to the point where we don't want other people to appropriate our culture. You understand what I'm saying? You see the what they doing, blackfishing, where the white women put so much brown makeup on. You understand what I'm saying? You can't tell if they black or not. You know what I'm saying? So we got that going on. We tell them not to appropriate our culture, try to copy our hairstyles, do different things. You know what I'm saying? I remember our people decided not to make a TikTok dance, so that all our oppressors, their creators, would have to make up their own dance, and it was horrible, man. You understand what I'm saying? One of them artists came out with a new song, and our people just like, we not gonna make a dance. Nobody make a dance, and let them see what they do by themselves, and it was terrible. You understand what I'm saying? But understand, if you participated in Halloween, you celebrated a Celtic tradition, man. You understand what I'm saying? And those people, they used to fight naked, man. You understand what I'm saying? You follow behind a race of Edomites or a tribe of Edomites who would go to war butt naked. You understand what I'm saying? And you just celebrated their tradition about thinking they closer to the dead. You had a question?
Doesn't Halloween stem from also the Druids? Like they would like make sacrifices. They would take like a virgin woman, the Edomite, and sacrifice her blood. Is that true behind Halloween?
I would have to look into that specifically, but I believe that the Druids did have something to do with Halloween too. When you look into it. But like I said, that's whose culture is that? That's not our culture. You understand what I'm saying? We sitting here. First of all, because we're in America, we're participating in more than one culture at the same time, worshiping more than one God at the same time. But we got a book that we running around with that said it's only one God. You understand what I'm saying? So that don't make no sense. How we run around with a book that said there's only one God, He a jealous God, and then we come here and worship every God. You understand what I'm saying? That don't make sense. We got to turn back to the one God. That's why we can't. That's why we can't raise ourselves up into power, because we following out the traditions of another race of people when we are another race of people. We trying to, we American. We trying to get along with everybody, be just like them. We are a nation within a nation, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are a separate nation than our oppressor, man. You understand what I'm saying? We're over here. This is the land of our captivity. You know what I'm saying? Shalom to Christ, oh So that's what we dealing with. We got to look at things realistically. Our people need to wake the hell up, man. How we gonna get out of oppression when obviously we love it here, man? We just had a party last night celebrating their day where they closer to the dead and all that. You understand? So how we gonna get out of this situation? And we having a good time. Christmas finna come up. We finna have a good time. Thanksgiving finna come up. That's a celebration of the slaughter of our native brothers and sisters, the tribe of Gad in the Bible, and we gonna celebrate that too. You understand? So what are we doing here, man? This is why we can't get out of our condition, because we love it here too much, man. So like here, bud. When you get back over here, you can get a scripture for me. You can get Proverbs 3 and 31 for me. Like, we love it here, man. Everybody's gonna have a good time on Thanksgiving. First of all, Thanksgiving food don't really go together, man. I don't think you're supposed to be eating all of that at the same time, man. I don't like Thanksgiving no more, man. You understand what I'm saying? I like to fast on that day, man. Thinking about the rape, robbery, and murder and the lies, you know what I'm saying, that we've been doing generation after generation, man. How long we gonna be simple, man? Like the Bible said, how long will you simple ones love simplicity, man? You understand what I'm saying? The key to our power is to use our God, not their gods. You understand what I'm saying? Doing the things they do, going up behind them. I'm not saying that you figure out some ways to get some money or different things like that. That's okay. Make your money, but at the same time, don't be a slave to this oppressor, man. You can read that scripture for me.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, and verse 31.
Go ahead.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
What?
Envy thou not the oppressor.
The Bible says, don't envy your oppressor, man. You understand what I'm saying? Why should you not envy your oppressor? Because you're going to try to be like him. You're going to become an oppressor, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You starting to wonder why it seemed like black people and Hispanic people more racist than our oppressor, right? That's what it seemed like. We hate each other, right? Can't get along. Somebody look at you, oh, what that nigga looking at? You understand what I'm saying? We understand that's a curse in the Bible. We're going to have an evil out towards our brother. You know what I'm saying? Because of the condition that we in. But we can't envy our oppressor, man. We can't want white Jesus, man, and go to church and try to be like him, man. You understand what I'm saying? Our people, we don't need to want to look like him, shaving all the hair off our damn head, man. You understand what I'm saying? Our sisters having to damage the hell out their hair trying to get it to be straight. We don't have to do those things, man. We are a separate group of people, man. We got different cultures. We got a different spirit on us, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's the other thing people don't realize, man. Everybody always try to make us all be the same, but when you look at people, we all have different spirits on us, man. Right. And you can't discern the spirits because you're not in the truth. You don't understand who is who. Like, our people can tell with like a lot of us know that's African, but we still call ourselves African, even though we can tell we're not the same people. Like, just being around them, we can tell we're not the same people. And the oppressor, you understand what I'm saying? They don't. What do they do that we do? It's the same. They don't run like us. They don't jump like us. They don't talk like us. You see, we take a language and mold it how we want to mold it. They want to talk to our strict and can't understand what we're saying. It sounds like we speaking in code. You see what I'm saying? Wow, because we're Israelites. We're the former of all things, man. We make these languages, man. You understand what I'm saying? We do what we want to do with the language. Keep going.
Oh God. And choose none of his ways.
Don't choose Halloween, man. You understand what I'm saying? Being like the dang Celts. If you're going to choose Halloween and you want to be like that, you might as well go outside and fight naked. You understand what I'm saying? Every time you get into altercations, you might as well strip naked and go fight, because that's what they culture was. You understand what I'm saying? We all going out dressing like a Roman, being in the Greek fraternity. Well, they had sex with little boys. You understand what I'm saying? You see the Roman Catholic Church today full of pedophiles, man. You understand? We're going to envy that. The Pope come to town, our people outside acting a fool because the Pope here. The hell with the Pope, man. You understand what I'm saying? That is the house of child molestation and the house of Satan, man. You understand what I'm saying? Wow, because since 1950, the French Catholic Church has molested 230,000 children, man. You understand what I'm saying? How the hell is that going on? We want to be like them, envying our damn oppressor, man. We are better than them, man. We don't have to be like our oppressor. You understand?
Right.
You don't have to be like them. We can be better than them. We see how they operate. They try to call us the animals, but they operate really thinking it's survival of the fittest. Damn, with civilization. If it come down to it and you out there with an Edomite, you better watch him, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all gonna start getting hungry. He gonna start looking at you, man. I think our people know that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Besides our people that want to try to extra be like Esau and go integrate with his society. I'm not saying don't learn how to make money. Don't learn how to, you know what I'm saying, function in this society. You know what I'm saying? The Bible tells us to be wise as serpents, man. Have some wisdom about how to deal with this place, man. Like the scriptures say, Be in the world, but don't be of the world. I believe that's
Right.
it, right? That's how it's worded.
Okay.
The water. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to be like that, man. We can have our own separate world, man. They got Chinatown, don't they? That's their own separate world. Listen, man. When I used to work this landscaping job in Georgia, I'm going to these big houses. Like we in Philadelphia, some of our people stay in New York. You know what I'm saying? Stay in these inner cities where they charging y'all an arm and a leg for a damn closet, man. You understand what I'm saying? Your bathroom, your kitchen, and your bedroom, damn near in one room. That's what they charge you for. Let me tell you something. When I was doing this landscaping job I had, I was driving out to like different parts of like Georgia that I like never went to before. This is like $1 million business too that I'm working for. So I'm driving out there, we putting down fertilizer or whatever, and I will be there around the times when school let out. Or one time I went to this neighborhood and it was like when I got there, we was doing the little office in the front, right? So I'm doing what I'm doing, and a car come, another car come, another car come, another car come. They all parking, right? I'm sitting there looking like, what are they doing? Listen, a bunch of Asian women got out. They early in the morning, drove down to the front of the neighborhood. They all got out the car and they started playing tennis. Everybody in the neighborhood was Asian, but this is not a neighborhood like your neighborhood, like our neighborhood. This is like Slack, if I could. In Georgia, we do have houses like this too, but I'm just saying, like the same way they create their own world, we can create our own world too, but we need to be under our own rules, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like them East, I think it was the Arabs or the East Indians. They went to Detroit because you know how Detroit is destroyed. You can get property cheap there. It's kind of like Philly. You know what I'm saying? They went to Detroit. They got their own grocery store. They sell the type of food that they eat. You understand what I'm saying? And do different things, and they got power to themselves. We could do that if we come back to these law, statutes, and commandments, man.
Right.
You understand? You can give me Deuteronomy 28:15.
Okay.
If we come back to these law, statutes, and commandments, we can do the same thing, man. Just like the read verse 1 for me first.
Okay. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
And you shall listen diligently, man. Hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, our God, man. You understand what I'm saying? Not our oppressor, man. He don't know the Most High, man. He knows pedophilia, man. He knows how to rape, rob, and murder. That's his culture, man. That's what he's been doing. Esau was blessed with the sword in the Bible, man. And that says there's no profane person as Esau, man. You understand what I'm saying? Why we keep envying them when we got our own set of rules? The Bible is about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You understand what I'm saying? The 12 tribes of Israel. It's not about our oppressor, man. It's time we leave that to the wayside and say the hell with what he got going on in his society, and then come back to our culture, man. We'll be much stronger, man. You understand what I'm saying? People like, I feel like people recognize the power in here to a degree, but they don't fully understand it, and it's like it's scary. You know what I'm saying? Like the Black Panthers, the other groups, when they see us, it's like, oh, them niggas crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's like how they carry it with us, but it's like, where do you think we at, man? You think it's not going to take a little bit of fanaticism, a little bit of zeal for us to get out this situation, man? When you learn to love this place and love our oppressor, man? You understand? I remember when the Passion of Christ came out, man, black women was balling, man, crying. Black men was crying, man.
Right.
Distraught and destroyed from watching that devil get put on that cross, man. Thinking that a devil died for them, man. The brainwashing on our people is so deep. That's why I went to envy not the oppressor first, man. It's in the Bible. Are we not being oppressed in this world? Did somebody answer that for me? Are we being oppressed?
Right.
You understand? We number one in prison, right? How that happen? We went from slaves to the number one in prison. How the hell that happened? We 50% of the population in Philly own 2.4% of the businesses. You know what I'm saying? Our oppressor, a third, he own 80% of the businesses. The Chinese man is working over us. I seen a business recently. I know it's a Chinese barbershop over here, but I seen something recently with the heathens in it, and they was working, and it didn't even look right. I forgot what it was. You know what I'm saying? But they give us all our services, man. They selling us, making millions of dollars off our hair industry and different things like that, man. This is ridiculous, man. We are being oppressed in this place, man. You understand what I'm saying? You keep reading for me.
Okay. To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
We were commanded to keep these commandments, man. You understand what I'm saying? We're supposed to do these things. Go ahead.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
Do what?
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
Lord thy God, your God will set thee on high. Go ahead.
Above all nations.
Above who?
All nations.
Above all nations, man. And for us, like in here, that's a foundational concept, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the brick. That's a brick in this school, man. Of course, we standing on the whole Bible, but it's like understanding, like if we keep these commandments, we supposed to be above everybody, man. I remember when the world lost their mind, black people too. When LeBron, I believe, touched like the prince, or he touched that I forgot. I think it was the prince and the princess. They came watch him at a game. He put his arm around them, and everybody on Twitter went crazy. Like, what is he doing touching them? They royalty. What? Our oppressor is royalty to us, man. We gonna bend the knee to them devils, man. And we did enough of bending the damn knee to them, man. Right. Getting stepped on, man. Getting whipped. Getting abused by our oppressor, man. You understand what I'm saying? You wonder, you be at work, and sometimes you got to check one of your oppressor supervisors. You got to be like, hey, listen, I don't like how that sounded. That sounded a little bit, because it's like a strained relationship. You know what I'm saying? You and the sister go through something. You know what I'm saying? They say something, or you say something, and it's like, you might not have meant it that way, but because that's how it's been for so long, that's how we carry our situations when we even go to higher employment, man. We feel that something ain't right for us to be up under that like that, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all feel that? We go to our slaveries, we work with them, and then they get to talking, they get to doing certain. I remember this one the devil, he was a GM, right? And I only see him every now and then, because you know what I'm saying, I be working overnight. I be trying to be out the way. I don't really care, but I like to be out the way. You know what I'm saying? But one day I'm working day shift, and he walked downstairs and man, he like, don't drink water in front of people. And I looked at him like, what? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That sounds crazy, right?
Right.
I'm at the slavery, walking GMC. I do like this, drink some water. You know what I'm saying? He like, don't drink water in front of people. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? I just looked at him like he was crazy. Like, man, go home, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm going to stand right here and drink this water. What are you talking about? I got to go hide in the damn closet somewhere if I'm thirsty? Don't everybody drink water? You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe I'm tripping. I don't know about am I tripping? It sounds like I'm tripping. But that feels like oppression, man. From people who have been oppressing us, man. You understand what I'm saying? Read that part again.
No problem. That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
Will set thee on high above all nations, man. How you gonna be on high above all nations when you doing the things that they do, man, instead of doing what you're supposed to be doing?
Right.
How you gonna be over the oppressor when he give you a holiday and you go out there and act a fool and have the time of your life, man? Instead of putting that same zeal, I got one for Instead of putting that same zeal into your own culture, man, into your own rules, man. You understand what I'm saying? We're failing in this country, man, as a people, man. We've been destroyed, man. As a people, our nation has been destroyed. Wow. We're trying to be like another nation. We don't understand our law, statutes, and commandments. You understand what I'm saying? Thankfully for us, in 1969, the ISUPK was formed to bring brothers back and wake us up to this truth, man. You understand what I'm saying? This is where our strength is at, man. If we follow our God, He gonna put us on high above all these nations. Or what you gonna do? What? Be a second, third class citizen, man? The other heathens that our oppressor got beef with come over here and be over us, man. You understand what I'm saying? Read Deuteronomy 28 and 43 for me if you could.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 43.
Go ahead.
The stranger that is within thee.
What?
The stranger.
The stranger, man. You understand what I'm saying? Another nation, man. Go ahead.
That is within thee shall get above thee.
To do what?
Shall get above thee.
Instead of us being over them, now they over us, man. You understand what I'm saying? What we celebrating? Chinese? Are we celebrating the Chinese New Year, man? I know they drop a lot of sneakers and Jordans and stuff around that time. I know they sneak their culture in. We got Chinese letters tattooed on us, man. Getting the Buddha put on us. Talking about we Buddhists, man. The people that eat dogs, we gonna worship their God and eat cats and eat bats and rats. That's what we gonna do. You understand what I'm saying? They eat rat, cat, and dog. and we gonna go and be Buddhists. We've been destroyed as a people, man. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. So like, it was a brother on Instagram. He just bringing it out, man. The Africans over there eating worse stuff than the Chinese people, man. Yeah, them Hamites over there eating baboon and a big old muskrat and eating people and all type. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna be up under them and say that we up under them. I understand in the scriptures when our people called the other nations heathens, man. You understand? I understand why King David heard Goliath running his mouth and said, "Who is this uncircumcised heathen, man?" You understand what I'm saying? Who are you to speak on the children of Israel, man, the children of God, man? And look how destroyed and destitute we become in this place now. You understand what I'm saying? It's time we wake the hell up, man. And I want to give big ups to all the brothers and sisters in here, man. Give y'all a hand, man. And I know it ain't easy, man, but the Lord called y'all and y'all fought, man. You understand what I'm saying? The generals fought, man, for us to come in here and come back to our culture. Otherwise, he's going to rule over us forever, man. That's hell, Salagia. That is hell looking at a East Indian be over you, man.
Right.
Looking at an Elamite be over you, man. That is hell, man. Seeing the Chinese man over you, man. Seeing our people strung out on drugs, man. That's hell, lot. We gonna be stuck on drugs forever. They put fentanyl in the perks and fentanyl and everything else, and we just gonna keep doing all that, and it's fentanyl and they're killing every damn body, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we gonna keep doing as a people, man. Because we don't want to follow our God, man. It's time we wake the hell up, man. You understand what I'm saying? What if our pastors teaching us, man? They going to church every Sunday in these suits, having a good time and not teaching us a damn thing, man. They not real leaders, man. Like the scriptures say, they are dumb dogs, man. They are blind. You understand what I'm saying? They can't see. They don't want to see. You understand? You seen they went up there and kissed Trump behind when he was in office. That's what the preachers did. Went out there and lied and shook they behind for money, man, like whores, man. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
O God, very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
They're going to come down very low, man. That's the condition of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Especially in America, man. You understand? America has went out and purposefully just made sure they destroy black people, man. You understand what I'm saying? And we got to know that, man. And you should give more respect to the people telling you that than the people telling you something that's just what you want to hear, or the people lying to you. Like, we got our people believing in all this African spirituality and all this Egyptology and all this nonsense, man. You understand what I'm saying? Brothers and scammers, man. These brothers went, got locked up for something, came out and found out how to scam, man. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of women. That's what they learn how to do. That's not what this house was built on. You understand? This house is built on. This is the Lord's house, man. They run around with the and then want to make fun of Christians. That's a cross. What are you doing with that? You know what I'm saying? That don't have nothing to do with you, man. Them real Egyptians got ran into the damn Sudan somewhere, man. Real Africans. If you meet one of them and you ask them, are y'all the same people, they're going to tell you no. So now you want to do what? Envy another group of people, man. Envy your old oppressor in ancient times, man. Ain't it about time we let that go, man? Read me Deuteronomy 20:15 so we can get the context.
Okay. This book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes.
You can stop. If you don't listen to what the Most High told you to do, man. The Most High is a father, as Zarwah and Yediah bring out so eloquently every at camp, man.
Right.
He is a father. And as your father, just like your earthly father should do, is rules you got to follow if you're going to be in his house, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's rules you got to follow to be in his house, man. You can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster to be in the Lord's house, man. You understand what I'm saying? You can't be a sexual deviant and be in the Lord's house, man. You understand what I'm saying? You can't be a drug dealer and a murderer to be in the Lord's house, man. And we do all these things and wonder why we destroy it, man. Our Father laid down rules for us, man. But when your real father lays down rules, if he a right type of father, what is he going to do? Is it to hurt you in the long run? You know what I'm saying? I sit there and I realize all the time my dad says something and then turned out to be exactly right, man. You understand what I'm saying? When I read these law, statutes, and commandments, I just see like if I didn't read this out the Bible and explain this to somebody, the results is still the same thing. People go, "Oh, you don't need that Bible. You don't need that Bible." Well, the Bible says it's gonna come a point in time where we just gonna know the law and just do it. We're not gonna need it no more. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna have to go over the law no more because we're gonna know it. It's gonna be so in us. You see what I'm saying? Like it's good to, oh, we shouldn't sleep with each other's wives. You understand what I'm saying? That's just regular.
Welcome, y'all. Barak.
Like you want?
Come on. Give our ISUPK a hand. Give Matthew 24:13. Matthew 24:13. Everything the brother brought out is on point. Definitely a scholar in these scriptures, a biblical scholar, you know what I'm saying? That we all, that Commander General Yohana is teaching all of us to be. You know what I'm saying? Like he brought out. Our people, we follow everything but our God, man. And that's what pisses the Most High off so much. Because I take some ice water. Why? Because all he wants, we made a covenant with him through our forefathers a long time ago to obey him, to follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? And in turn, he blesses us and gives us everything we need to live a good life. You understand? And then he warned us. He loved us so much, like you love your child, you love him. You don't want to punish your child because you love them. But you know if you don't punish them, they ain't going to really believe you when you tell them don't do this. They ain't really going to listen to them. Israel is stiff-necked, like the Lord said. You understand? So sometimes you got to listen. If you don't do this, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. That's what our Father told us, right? And he ain't no liar. And so we went and broke the covenant. We went and sinned against him, did everything but follow him, and he fulfilled those punishments. And in 2021, we in the Americas, we in the Caribbeans, we in the UK, we all over the earth being oppressed by a whole nother people that's not our people, you understand? All over the earth, especially in the Americas, you understand? So, and then now, and being oppressed in here, instead of coming back to our God, which he wants us to do, he wants us to see, listen, we in this predicament, they killing us, they doing this to us. So what's the answer? How do we get out of this? Wait a minute. God did say in the Bible that these things would happen if we disobeyed him. Wait a minute. He said if we celebrate this, eat this, if we treat each other like this, if we do this and do that these things would happen. So it makes sense. So now we got to get back to him and make it right with him so we can get out of these conditions. You understand? Right. But once again, that snake, that subtle snake, bro, called our oppressor, a.k.a. the white man. He was so smart. And they sat down and had these meetings, like it's saying Psalms 83rd chapter, crafty counsels, the Bible calls them. They sat down and said, how do we, stop these people from getting favor with their God? They know our history. They know in the Apocrypha when it said that if you've king, the servant said to the king, because the king said, who are those people who won't obey my commandments? And the servant said, well, king, before you do anything to those people, send some spies in there and see if they are obeying their God. And if they're obeying their God, leave them alone. Don't mess with them. You understand? He said, but if you find that they are not obeying their God, then we can take them. You can send your army, and their God will give them into your hand. They knew our history. They knew whenever we sinned when those Israelites, those people, when they sinned against their God, horrible things happen to them. But they also know when we start to repent and please our God, you understand that he beat the hell out of our enemies before our eyes. Right. So we knew that history, right? And the heathens know that history. And so now we in America, the white man, again, he had those crafty counsels. Danielle, I got your jacket too. He holding it for you, son. So they had crafty counsels and said, how do we do this? We have to find a way to stop them from praying to their God. How do you do that? They got together, the big brains, and came together and said, you know what? We're going to rename them.
We need to take away their identity. We need them to not know who their God is. You understand? If they don't know who their God is, they can't pray to him. He can't hear them, and he can't come rescue them. You know what? These people, let's call them Negroes, colored. Let's do that. Let's call these people Mexican. Let's call this tribe, let's call them after a while, let's call them, we're going to put them here, they near the ports to make us money. Let's call them Rich Port, which is what Puerto Rico means. Rich Port. Let's just name them after the places they in. These people here, they're in the land is hell. It ain't good for us. Let's give them that piece of land. Let's just call them Haiti, which means hell. You understand? Call them Haitians. So they renamed us. You understand? And again, in Psalms 83, it says that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. And so that's how they stopped us from connecting with our God. You watch the old slave movies, they kill the elders. You read the slave books, you understand? It's a good one. They get kind of on the more African side, but was always a good movie just to show how the Lord put the spirit on us to remember. It's called Sankofa. Who never heard of Sankofa before? The movie Sankofa. It's a good slave movie, brother. You're going to be emotional. You understand? But it kind of think we African, kind of. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good plot to show the modern day woman, how she's so modern and for the slave master and loving him and with him. Then she go in this cave and the Lord make her remember in a rough way. And it's a good movie. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's hard to find sometimes, but I think it's a little easier now with the internet and all that there. You understand? So read Matthew 24 and 13. My point, them cutting us off from our God. We in America doing everything except following the Most High. But the Lord, the Christ said in the scriptures that in the last days, the Father going to give him everything that he raised up during that time. You understand? He said he ain't going to lose no brothers, no sisters, because they're going to be given right back to him in the last days. And here we go. The Lord to put the spirit on men to raise up the ISUPK, and now we connected to our God again. All the money they spent, all the hard labor and the lies and the laws that they put forth and sending us to prison, killing us, and just the oppression that keep us from our God, we still found our God. We still found our God. The problem is the majority of us have not submitted to our God. They don't believe us when we're on the street saying the white man is not God. Right. Our oppressor is not Jesus. They don't believe us. They love Halloween. You know what I'm saying? I saw two black sisters sitting at some mall yesterday dressed up as witches and mess, and the little white kids was dressed normal. Ran up to them, trick or treat, and they sitting in front of the store giving out candy. They got the costumes on. The little oppressive kids was normal, baseball cap, you know what I'm saying, a jersey. And they ran up and got candy from them, and the old ladies, they giving out the candy dressed up in costumes. You understand? This thing ain't for the kids. Halloween ain't never come from the kids. Halloween was an adult thing, but it was full of orgies and blood and sacrifice and nastiness everywhere, man. It was an adult holiday, and it still is. It still is. They just blame it on the kids so it can justify their behind. They can't wait till that candy come in. Or they gonna come in tonight. I hope they got some Snickers. I hope they got my Kit Kat. You know what I'm saying? They can't wait till the kids come back with that candy, sending them to strangers and all that. Asta Wab brought out the perfect points, man, with these holidays. Again, Thanksgiving too. The heathen, man. The Lord, I don't know if did you go into the scripture, learn not the way of the heathen? I think you quoted one of them. Come. Envy not the way of the oppressor. Same thing. Scripture tell you that, man. Give me Matthew 24 and 13. And give me that too. Learn not the way of the heathen. And give me Amos, the feast days. You scholars know them, right? Go ahead, hey, Bob.
Okay. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure until the end.
You see that? The scriptures say, he that shall endure until the end. When is the end? When our king is in the sky burning America. That's the end. When our king in the chariots with 200 million angels surrounding the earth, burning America, and we getting raised up on the chariots, man, for safety. That's the end. That's the end. And when the end comes, read.
The same shall be saved.
That's when we're going to be saved. We ain't saved until then. Right now, we still fighting for a seat to be saved. Christians walk around saying, I'm saved and sanctified. When the hell that happened? Right. When the hell you become saved? You keep your doors unlocked at night? Well, then, bitch, you ain't saved. Excuse my French. You ain't saved. You keep your doors unlocked. You ain't got to lock up your car, nothing like that. You got that ADT security. Why you got that big ass dog in your house? Security, right? Right? Case the robber come, case the thief come, right? Then you ain't saved, man. Don't fool yourself. What does saved mean to Christians? I have no idea. You understand? Saved, sanctified, and Holy Ghost filled. They got it already. But the Bible said, our King, Jesus Christ, Yahushua, he said, he that endures until the end, the same shall be saved. That's when you saved, man. Right now, it's just a battle. And in this battle, you got your highs where everything's fine, but Satan got his job to do. Then everything low. Then you get high again. Then you beat Satan because you stand against him and you don't let him bring you down. You don't let him stop you from this work. You don't let him stop you from the love of this brotherhood and sisterhood. You don't skip a beat in your life with the Lord. Even when Satan coming at you and you go back up. You understand? You good. You're like, man, this is the Lord. That's a miracle I got through that. Most High in Christ. He gonna come again. He got a job to do. And it's gonna feel like, damn, no matter what I do, what's going on? Just keep in step. Get your counsels, do what you gotta do. You study, make your camps, make your classes. It's gonna go right back up. It's gonna do that until our King comes. And he that endures that shall be saved, man, in the end. In the end. And it's not the end yet. You see, we still celebrating Halloween like crazy.
Right.
We still celebrating Easter. We still celebrating, about to celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas. Even Muslims celebrating Christmas. Even Muslim. I mean, years ago, a brother that claimed to be an Israelite, another brother that was rolling with us, said, I saw him. Well, he wasn't in the truth, but he was trying to come in the truth at the time, fell off. But as he was trying to come in the truth, he saw a brother that used to be in the truth for years. He said, I saw so-and-so, and he had a whole Christmas tree on his back. And there's a brother that was in the tree. He was in the UPK. And this brother happened to call him out on it. I don't like embarrassing brothers, especially if they ain't with us. I try not to embarrass them, too much. But the brother said, hey, yo, said his name, Karab. I won't say his goddamn name, he ain't in the truth. His name used to be Karab. Called Karab. He make videos mad as hell, them candy cane cats now. But they said, what you doing with that Christmas tree? And the brother said, oh, come on, man. You know better than that. The wife, man. The wife and this and that. I don't care about none of this. A whole bunch of excuses. This is his wife. Got him carrying the Christmas tree. Well, how weak can you be? You the wife, Negro. You the wife. Talk about your wife. You the wife. You understand? She the man of the goddamn house. Oh, yeah, your house smaller than by shimmy out. Go get that Christmas tree and hurry up. I'm going to go pick up the light. You bring the tree in and put it together. And let's get our Christmas gifts. Your house smaller. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She the goddamn head of the household. He the goddamn what? Slocky. Go ahead,
Oh, Slocky, if I could, not to cut you off. I just remember, what's so heavy about what you bringing out, how we got to endure to the end of the times that we in. The COVID shut these holidays down for a couple of years, but it's like now that it's getting back open, it's like we going harder to get
we
into
step
the
up.
holidays even more. Like this is a different Halloween from what I'm used to seeing. Like more people into it because they can go outside.
God.
They had Thanksgiving and Halloween shut down before.
Yeah. So they trying to make up for it, huh?
Right.
I saw just the two ladies, but I wasn't out there in the thick of it. But man, you saying they stepping the game up, huh? I ain't surprised, man. The Lord said, for this is a rebellious people, man. They won't listen. We won't listen, man, no matter what. Like bad things happen to us, and because we think the white man is God, we think we got to follow him even more. And it's their fault because they hear us. There's times where they hear us or they hear what we teach it, and they find out things about the Bible that they never heard. But church just feels so good to them. Right. Church is like family to them. I talked to some sisters, came to my father's funeral, right? And they was loving the funeral. General Hauser Young put together a wonderful ISUPK funeral for my father. I'll give him a hand. And the brothers that work with it, you understand? And at the funeral, a lot of my family and a lot of my family's friends, they would hit me up and come to me and say, I want a Hebrew funeral. Just sign me up. I was listen, let me know. And when it comes, let your peoples know, you know what I'm saying? So, Lord forbid, when you go, we rock that thing out like we normally do. And you know what I'm saying? But, families fight us sometimes because they don't understand. But if you want it, you can have it. I said, why don't you come on into class and this and that, and and this and that, and this and that. I see you on Facebook full of Christianity and in the church and love it. But it's like my family there, all my family there, all my this and that. There's a bunch of excuses on why it's just what they used to. And Israelites are people of habit. You understand? It takes the Holy Spirit to break that habit. You understand? Even when they know it ain't all the way right. They know their pastor is a DH, a butthole. They know, what I'm saying, he corrupt. They know he this and that. But they say, well, you can't look at that. You just go and do it for yourself. You understand? So you in there amongst thieves, criminals, and sinners with the top criminal, sinner, and adulterer and homosexual sitting there running the place, but you think you the only good person here? Give me a break. You fooling yourself. You fooling yourself, man. We got to let go of religion, let go of everything our oppressors taught us, and let's come back home to the ISUPK and serve the Most High, man. Right. He that endures until the end shall be saved. Go ahead, young sister. It's a lot of false gods. I think I heard you right. You said, are there a lot of different false gods, or is it just Christians? It's a lot of false gods. So Christianity is just one religion of gods, with some white man who is God touching the finger of a white Adam, a white Jesus Christ. But then you got a whole nother thing with Islam and their God, and they say it's one God, but they worship some big black rock over there in the Middle East. It's a rock. They think that the God sent or somebody sent and blessed. They think Abraham built it or some philosophy they got. It got something to do with Abraham, a house that Abraham built. I've heard that. But I think the house is supposed to be around some spiritual meteorite that landed or something like that. So they think that's God. And they circle it every year. It says, look it up. Look up kissing the Kaaba stone. And you'll see tons of the whole race just circling. You're supposed to circle it 7 times where they get from the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Where the Lord had us circle our enemy 7 times and then make a ton of noise and blow the trumpet, and the Lord had the walls fall. You understand? So they read that, our history, of course, and they create their own religion. They circle this rock 7 times and kiss the rock right on and the nasty looking opening. They kiss it and love it, and people get killed every year stepping on each other, trying to worship this rock. That's another God. You ever heard of Thor? Marvel's Thor with the hammer? He's a god before they made him a cartoon. He's a god. He's like the Jesus Christ of the Nordic religion. You understand? And his god is called Odin. He's the All-Father. Odin, that's their Most High. Their Jesus Christ is Thor. You understand? What's it? Loki? Loki is his brother. Loki plays the part of Satan. It's like Thor is Christ and Loki is Satan. He's the bad side. You understand? Right. And the All-Father is just God trying to love them both. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And work with them. You know what I mean? What other religions? Hell, you got all type of African religions. African, they got so many gods in Africa, from the damn Tutankhamun to the damn the wolf, the jackal. It's so many. You know what I'm saying? So it's many gods, in other words. And once again, the Lord, we got to learn not to wear the heathen. Read that. And all those gods are heathen gods. What is a heathen? A heathen is everybody outside of Israel being an Israelite. Either you're an Israelite, 12 tribes, blacks, browns, us, any other race or nation is a heathen. You understand? Heathen just means you're cut off from God. You have nothing to do with God. That's all heathen means. So all these other gods and these religions, these are all heathen religions and heathen gods, which means they got nothing to do with the Most High. The Most High says he's the Most High for a reason. He ain't nobody next to him. He said, I'm the Most High. There's none beside me. Meaning he's up there and he's the top. There's nobody on his field playing with him. He said nobody's above him. He is the Most High God. You understand? The living God. Somebody had their hand up. Was it you? Go ahead.
These Indians, we started worship after some of their gods. They just find a child with a deformity and just worship the child and come talk to the child like the child God. The child got an extra foot on his face or something, and they just this guy right here.
They good for that.
What to do with life.
And they're the ones the Lord cursed real bad. Right. With them cleft lips and all them boils over their face and nose. You know what I'm saying? Like it looked like where's his mouth? Is he breathing? Where's his nose? You know what I mean? Because the boil is caught up in the mouth and the nose. Nose is up under the lips somewhere. He breathing out them little holes around here. Right. And his mouth, if he lift up something, you might see a few teeth. You understand? They bad with that, man. And again, they worship the snake, the elephant, the cow. And like the brother said, they worship if you got a deformity, they think you was touched by God. And so they worship you like you an angel from God. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you look like. The Chinese, you ever heard of Buddha? Buddha is a Chinese god, and all the people with him. Go ahead, Al.
If I could, sir, back on, if I could, very briefly on the East Indians, they believe in the whole cow, even so deeply, you know, they believe in bathing and horse manure.
Oh, come. And Hamites do that too. They love that manure. I don't know. Something about it. I guess they say it's a health component. I don't know, but we ain't going to try it. Our God taught us how to take a bath. It's called wash before evening. You know what I'm saying? Right. Bathe thyself before evening, and when the sun go down, you'll be clean. In modern terms, that's called a bath or a shower. You understand? That's all. It's called putting your clothes in the washing machine. You say, put your clothes in water and make it clean it. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's unclean is just hygiene. That's what the God of Israel taught the Israelites, hygiene. The other nations, the heathens, who had all them other false gods, who wasn't real gods, they ain't even washed properly. They walk around smelling and stinking. Some of them to this day. Right. To this day. Somebody have their hand up over here? Ahmad?
Yes, sir. Come. I was going to say, your birthdays, man. You got a God for, 365 days a year. Like celebrating birthdays. Yeah.
Their birthdays is a heathen custom. It's not what Israelites do. You know what I'm saying? We just I like Marah. Marah, you ask him about a time or something. He don't say years. He say Passover. He said 14 my daughter's 7 Passover. My son is 8 Passover. That's how he talk. I like that. It sounds real ancient and biblical because that's basically how we knew how old we were. We knew we'd been here for our mama, about the time we was 5 and 6, our parents would let us know we were about 6 Passovers old. You know what I'm saying? Born in the winter. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't this day and that day because how can you follow that when the calendar is off? You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't a perfect year. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how the Lord works. So birthdays is a heathen custom, like Ahmad said. The days of the week, young sister, is named after false gods that ain't the Most High. Thursday is after Thor. After Thor. Wednesday, I forgot Wednesday. Wednesday is a god. The months, March, named after Mars, which is a god. All Saturn, Jupiter, all those are gods that they named the planets after, in America at least. Another country might call them something else. You understand? But I think the global community do try to work with one language. They try to. But in China, they might call the planets a whole nother thing. It's just we came up in America. So that's what they call them here. Go ahead, Ayman.
They call them Wednesday the wooden god, the god of wood.
The god of wood,
which is Roman and Mercury.
Mercury. You look up the days of the week, they all come from God. The months of the year, gods, you know what I'm saying? So all of that come from God. Read that, learn that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Don't learn what the heathen said. Like I said, sis, heathen is anything that's not the Most High. Anything that's not the 12 tribes of Israel. So the Lord gave us holy days, right? They call feast days in the Bible, right?
Right.
Holy days was the original way that it was pronounced. That's why we call them holy days. That's what it is. It's a day that's blessed by God who is holy. And the Israelites, we are holy. So the heathens, of course, took it. And eventually, they changed the Y into an I. They still pronounced it holy day, but it was an I instead of a Y. And then as the time go on, the heathen changed how they talk and accents and languages. It just became holiday. You know what I'm saying? With the I instead of the Y, it became holiday. But holiday is just another word translation for holy day, which is a feast day. It's supposed to be from the God of Israel because he makes the feast days. But the heathens, they got their celebrations. They celebrate their victories. Our oppressors in America celebrate Thanksgiving. Why? Because that's when he finally got America and slaughtered the Indians, our brothers. He killed us to take this land, and he makes a high day. He is holy to him. It's blessed to him because his murder got him this land and got him riches and got him slaves. You understand? The 4th of July, the same thing. his victories, he create holidays after. Just like our God gave us holidays, which are to remember the great things that he did for us. Passover being one of the greatest. That's when he took us out of Egypt, who had us in slavery. You understand? Who was oppressing us. And the Lord showed great miracles in front of everybody in Egypt. He turned the water to blood. Fish start dying. All the sea life start dying in Egypt. He sent flies among the Egyptians, man. Just imagine flies, just every day, all day flies. I'm not scared of a lot. I ain't scared of nothing. But you know, mice don't bother me, rats, snakes don't bother me. But what get under my skin is something buzzing in my face. I mean, that drive me. I want to shoot at it. You know, I want to shoot at the shit. It's crazy. Zzz, that shit in your ear or zzz on your face and just jump off. Okay, that's one of the few things that drive me insane. You understand? I just came from Peerless, the exterminator place, because of these little shit I found out was called forage flies, which is probably them bugs that was in here for a minute. You know what I mean? And they absolutely drove me insane. You understand? I went and spent a gaggle on some stuff, and it worked too. It worked to get rid of them things, man. You know, so the Lord cursed them with flies, brother, all day, every day. Cursed them with locusts to eat their crops and destroy them. You know what I'm saying? He made a big show to take us out of the land of Egypt, man. You understand? And the world heard about that. And everybody knew about that. You understand? So, you know, those miracles and bringing us out of Egypt was for us to understand that our God is real. Our God don't play. You understand? And any other God or any other type of worship, you know, why mess with it? You know what I'm saying? When he's the Most High. Read that line again, Slot.
God. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Don't learn none of the ways of the heathen, man. Egypt is where it started. That's when the Lord saw these Egyptians and how they lived, and then rose up Moses to tell us, listen, these people you've been living amongst, as you know, they are disgusting. You understand? So don't do that. Don't do that, because the heathens do them. The Egyptians do them. Don't be like the Egyptians. You're not going to do this. You're going to treat your brother like this. Damn, now all those laws were things the Egyptians was doing heavy. And the Lord said, my people ain't going to be like that. You know what I mean? Because they represented what man was. When you're in power and you free, you ain't under no rules, you do what you want. That's why Pharaoh's wife wanted to sleep with Joseph. You understand? She had no rules. You know what I'm saying? She sleep with who she want to sleep with. But Joseph knew, well, hold up, I know that ain't what we do. You know what I'm saying? We you know, Adam passed down them laws. And Israel was still rolling with them laws. They was verbal until Moses. You understand? But we knew, you know, I can't deal with your husband. You know what I'm saying? The man had me killed or something bad. This ain't right. To where he had to run out of there naked because she wouldn't let go of his clothes. You understand? So when Moses gave us laws and commandments, you know, Egypt was doing all them things, you know what I'm saying, that he said not to do. And the things that he wanted us to do, the Egyptians was not doing them, you know what I mean? So learn not the way of the heathen. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, tomorrow, these kids got off school tomorrow. I said, why in the hell the kids got off? What is tomorrow? What heathen holiday is tomorrow? Find out it's just voting, which is another heathen custom. You understand? Voting for our oppressor. Go ahead, sis.
I also have another question.
I'm going to come right back to you. Let's finish this, and I'm going to come right back to the sister.
Come. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
And don't be shocked at what the Lord do to these people. What the Lord do to the heathen, don't be shocked at it. Don't be amazed by it. You understand? He sent COVID. He sent these floods. A lot of people are scared. You understand what's going on with the earth, the global warming. Oh, my God, something's going to happen to the earth soon. We got to do something. Oh, my God, that ain't nothing for Israelites to worry about. You understand? That's the Lord's doing. And let him work his work. And the heathen's supposed to be scared. And we ain't supposed to join with them and fighting for causes with them. You understand? All we supposed to be doing is preparing for our king to come get us the hell out of here. Because once we out of here, global warming going to be cool. All that's going to be fine. Earth ain't going nowhere. Scripture say the earth abideth forever. Earth ain't going nowhere, nothing. You understand? And if you celebrate these holidays, you can blame it on the kids all you want. All you want. And another excuse they coming up with, they blame it on the kids, which you know you a lie and you fooling yourself for blaming it on the kids just because you want it. What's your baby? You put makeup on your baby. He having fun? Your baby having fun. He in the stroller, you pulling him. He dressed as a little vampire. He enjoy it, huh? He don't know what the hell you got on his face. He's making his damn face itch with the damn makeup. Go on the car first. Go ahead.
If I could, sir, like this whole weekend, I mean, if I could, sir, from like Thursday to Sunday, there was nothing to do with the kids. It was all adults dressing up in all types of costumes, prerogative clothing, and going out and partying.
That's what it really is. And some people they in touch with reality. They know this ain't nothing for the kids. This is when I go out and have fun. And the men, the Edomite men, the heathen men, and some Israelites that follow them, they put on the thongs because the men dress like women strippers. They pretend to be women strippers with thongs and all that. That's so they be nasty and have their homosexual orgies and all they heterosexual, whatever they call it. Where they get together, party, get drunk, and of course, everybody blame it on the alcohol. But they do the same thing every year. It was the alcohol, wasn't me. But yet you do it every year. Every year you go be nasty. You understand? With him and her and it and that thing over there. You know what I'm saying? Again, the bees that look like birds but still got a stinger. The cats do. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on in this world. You know what I mean? So you're right. There's a lot of them, they are in touch, but the ones who try to bring the nostalgia back when they was young because their life's so miserable. They don't have the truth. They don't know what to do. So these little holidays and their babies, it's a glimpse to make them feel good and remind them of when they was young. So they make the kids do it and introduce it to the kids who they won't cry if you never introduce it to them. My children never wore a Halloween costume. You understand? Neither one of them. And they never cried, never asked about it. They just don't give a damn about it. Right. You understand? My kid's birthday come and go. And they don't cry because they ain't got no cake. They don't cry because ain't no party. None of that. It's real cool in the family. And they let me see a long time ago that we don't have to do these things. Right. These things ain't gonna hurt your child if you don't take them out for Easter and make a basket for them. Right. You understand? It's all in the parents' minds because they worship our oppressor and not the Most High. Learn not the way of the heathen. Choose none of his ways. Is that what it said? Read on. After learn not the ways of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Come. Go ahead. I think that's when I brought out Egypt and all the miracles the Lord did. You know what I'm saying? The Lord bring out, he going to bring much more miracles in America. And don't be afraid, Israel. Don't be afraid. That's what I mean. Don't be dismayed. Like we go crazy. When the Lord come down in America or do something in America because we think we Americans, we get scared. We get scared and start running and trying to find out what to do. Biden, help us. What's going on? You know, let's not be scared. The Lord said, don't be dismayed. Don't let it shake you up. It's going to get bad in America, man. And all you got to do is keep your footing, man. Keep your foot solid in this school, in this truth. Stay amongst us, and everything will be fine. And it's going to come a time where we're going to force to come together anyway. All of us going to be living together and seeing each other often and supporting each other. That day is coming. It's going to get so rough. We're going to have to stay close, man. Read.
Come. For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right. When the Lord bring miracles and plagues like COVID and now the super COVID variant and all the other things that he bring, they bug out. They bug out about it. You understand? Donald Trump was telling people to shoot bleach in your veins. That's what he said. I don't know. The disinfectant, put it in your veins. Maybe it'll do something, Doc. What do you think? And he was such a bully that the doctors were scared to say, please don't do that. No, they sat there and shut their mouth. Right. You know what I mean? And I bet it's Edomites. I bet that story will come out one day. How many Edomites did it? You understand? Go ahead, Ash.
Good. Tell you about that is, what I'm saying? Now people act like they want to be scared of the vaccine. Like 4.5 million people died. I'm like the Lord said He's gonna bring back the plagues in Egypt. It's like in Egypt they wish they had a vaccine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something to slow it down and stop them being plagued. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
People that died, they wish they had it.
Come. The Lord told us be wise as serpents, man. Right. If the Lord bringing a plague, and the plague is like airborne or from touch and all that, it's best that we be wise and let's counsel amongst each other on what to do about it. And we then looked into the vaccine, and the vaccine don't have no worms, pig worms, and fish worms. Somebody sent me a video, said, General, I know we ain't against the vaccine, but look at this article. Oh my God, they got rats in the vaccine. The brother sent me the article. Before I started reading the article, the title said, vaccine tested on rats. I said, wait a minute. I said, what the hell are you talking about? This brother the truth, too. You know what I'm saying? I said, did you read the title? He said, huh? So read the title. They just tested the vaccine on rats. They do that with everything. They test. I worked in a lab with rats and mice, and they test everything on animals. That's what they do before they go to humans. So it ain't the rat that's in the vaccine. It's just the vaccine they putting into the rat. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. And that's that, you know what I'm saying? Because we scared to death of everything, you know what I'm saying? Yet we get tattoos and we don't question the tattooer. Like, what are you sterilizing your needle with? What's in the ink? We never say that. You show me a tattoo artist say, what's in the ink? What the ink made of? I hope ain't no rat, cat, and dog in the ink. No, they get the tattoo and say shalom. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had their hand up? Go ahead, Iman.
Sir, the weed, man, everybody talking, hey, I can't get the vaccine, but you smoke weed. You don't know what the weed man is putting in that weed. You don't know what he put in there. So I would rather trust the doctor than the weed man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and listen, when they fall out from the weed, it make them want to try it. It be like, oh, you heard Tone got that stuff called Kush Kush. And they say Tone passed out all day from the Kush Kush. What? Who's selling it, nigga? Who's selling it? They want the Kush Kush because Tone had passed out all day. You know what I'm saying? But they scared of a vaccine. Go ahead, Nicole.
Like death.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? God. You know what I mean? Listen, Cat Will, he said, I want regular weed. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much out here. I don't think it is no regular weed no more. You know what I mean? And so that's why the Lord just say from the beginning, leave it all alone. You know what I mean? It's a sin to smoke weed. Somebody else had their hand up? Read on.
Come. Verse 3.
That's it. Also, all I need is the one verse. So go ahead, sis. Salaki, you said you had another question?
Were holidays personally invented, or was it just a daily thing?
Okay, holidays, it depends on what holidays are mostly yearly events, most times. You understand? Some event that happened even amongst the heathen, like once again, they signed the Declaration of Independence, got free from England, and they had the colonies in America. They was happy. It was a wonderful day to them. They got drunk, did all type of nasty stuff like they did, and they made it a holiday. Let's remember this every year, y'all. No problem. Boom, you got your holiday. Now, every year they celebrate the signing of the Declaration of Independence in America. They call it Independence Day, where they got free. Again, Halloween, which a lot of people just celebrated with the heathen, come all the way from the Celts or the Celtics, you understand? They used to call it Samhain. When you look up Samhain, and when we can get that, what time is it? I don't know, but Samhain come from the Celts. To Samhain was a holiday originally where the like the Irish and those type of people, those people over there, Irish and them, they used to be afraid of dead people, much like black people are. Black people scared to death. My grandmother died. My aunts wouldn't go in the house for a good long time. And then when they went back in the house, the bell sometimes ring, ding, ding, on its own. Oh my God, that's mama. And they lose their mind. Every drawer they open by mistake, or they close a drawer and come back in the kitchen. The cabinets was open, y'all, that's mama. You know what I'm saying? It was a mess. You know what I'm saying? Because black people, just some reason, scared of ghosts, I heard. You know what I'm saying? And so the Celts were scared of ghosts too. They were scared, they thought it was their mamas and their ancestors and their grandfathers. And they thought in a certain day, day of the year, that the lines open to the dead. With the real world and the dead, the world of the dead, there's a doorway that opens. And the dead come out and steal and rob and hurt people and pillage. So They were afraid when it was just other heathens. Again, I think General Hyman brought it out. Other heathens really doing all the crime at night and in secret when nobody looking, and then they come out and say, "Man, it must have been the ancestors again," and everybody was scared. So they came up with a way. They said, "Well, I think we got to dress up to scare the demons, to scare the spirits to come back, so they'll leave us alone." And so they started to dress up back then. Of course, dressing up with the heathen turned into drinking. You can't just dress up and run around. You got to have some drinks when you dress up, and you got to make it into a party. And eventually, it's going to be sex, and it's going to be nasty orgies. You understand? It's going to be blood. They love to kill some animals and drink blood all over themselves for a blessing in their mind. The Celts was good with that. The people of Norway was good with that. Them Vikings with the worship God and Thor and Odin and all them there. They was good with the blood too. Blood just everywhere. That blood get on you. They feel holy. You know what I'm saying? And then they started to beat themselves and all that. So, Halloween got a whole history. These holidays got a whole history, but it comes from some event, something that happened that they decide we're going to remember this every year. You understand? Every year. What else? What else did I call? Amos? Wait, was that it, sis? So it's just some event that happens that the people who the event is happening to, who the people that's benefiting from the event, they say, let's remember this every year, and you got a holiday. Even in America, they celebrate the birthday of a president. I think, don't they celebrate Lincoln? Do they celebrate Lincoln's birthday and all that there? I know they celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday for sure. You understand? Because Martin Luther King sold a lot of black people out to white people. And so after his death, of course, after they murdered him, they worship him, or rather, they make black people worship him. Because white people don't worship Martin Luther King, but they know we the suckers. And so they create a holiday for him and give it to us, like they just did this recent holiday. You understand? They just give us a little something that we feel, oh my God, now we got another black holiday. We moving on up. And we swear we moving up. When it's just dumb stuff that they give us to make us feel good. Give us some of this land, some of that cream you got. All that money you send to white Jewish people, billions of dollars every year. Give us some of that. You can keep your, what's that holiday you just invented? Juneteenth. You can keep your Juneteenth. Even that black one in December. What's that black one they do down South Street every year? The African Doom Day. You can keep your damn Doom days. You can keep your damn Juneteenth. Keep all that. Send them billions over here, and we'll deal with ourselves. Right. We'll police ourselves, govern ourselves, control it. We'll house ourselves, feed ourselves. We don't really need the oppressor, and he knows that. But he create a world around us where we do need it. He make it illegal to have farms without his permission. You understand? You can't do certain things. You can't grow certain things. You can't be self-sufficient in the hood without his permission. You understand? Therefore, you need him because he stole everything. Go ahead, Nicole.
If I could, sir, like a couple years back, black farmers was complaining that one, they already being taxed on the seed that they produce. They gotta give the seeds over to the government. They can't hold seeds. Also, when they get back, they gotta use the seeds that they told them to use. Mm-hmm. The issue was they were getting bad seeds, the seeds that they were getting.
I think I read that story. I read that story. Like, you try to be legit and be a farmer, but if you're an Israelite, there's a whole nother set of rules for you. You know what I'm saying? Everything gotta go through your oppressor. Let us see those seeds. Then we'll ration off a certain amount of seeds to you. And once again, then they give us the bad seeds. So we ain't making no money. Our crops failing. We owe the tax on our land. That don't stop. No matter what, no matter if the government give you bad seeds or not, them good taxes don't never stop. So now you in debt. And so now you telling them, listen, y'all give me bad seeds. Y'all got to come on. I got to make these crops. Taxes on my land. So they, we're going to ship you out some new ones. That take forever, like the government does. When he owe you something, he take long as he want. When you owe him, you go to prison till you get it. You understand? So then he send the seeds probably finally, and all of that don't work out. Half of that is bad. Well, half of this is bad. So by the time you go back and forth with him, they taking your land. Or you got to sell your land to pay the taxes, and now you don't even own the land no more. Now you renting the land. And that was his plot from the beginning. Like, they plot, everything is plotted against us, man. Give me Amos.
Book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
Now, this is God here. You understand? The one who's supposed to be all love, right? Which is a lie, because that ain't nowhere in the Bible. Never has God been all love. God has always hated our feast days. God has always hated Esau, like he said. God has always hated when we do evil in the Bible. You understand? God is God in the Bible. Say he not only what Christians say, well, God don't hate the sinner, he hate the sin. He don't hate me for being a hoe. He just hates the fact that hoeing exists. You understand? Well, I think it's an apocrypha. We'll tell you he hates the sin and the sinner.
Right.
You understand? And the Bible is a scripture that says the same thing in a different way. Like he is against the sinner also. You understand? So don't believe the Christian. You know what I mean? The Most High ain't never been loving everything. Like you just so nasty and gay, and you're so nasty and lesbian, but he just love you to death because your heart is beautiful. He know my heart. He know my heart is beautiful. Yeah, I know I dress like a woman, yeah, and I strip like a woman on the stage, and yes, I'm a male, but he still loves me. He know my heart. Yeah, you know you got a disgusting heart, a disgusting homo heart. You understand? Go ahead, Malaki.
Precept.
Come, get there.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 6.
Go ahead.
For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly.
What was it? Read that. Where you at again?
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 6.
Come, that's a clear, and there's one in the Bible too. But read this one again. This is Ecclesiasticus. Go ahead.
For the Most High hateth sinners.
How clear can you be? It didn't say the Most High hate the sin that you commit. It don't say the Most High hates adultery. No, a sinner is a person. A sinner is a person who does what God says not to do or does not do what God says to do. And the scripture said what? One more time.
For the Most High hateth sinners.
The Most High is the God of Israel, the living God, the real God, and he hates sinners. Read.
Come, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly.
You hear that? When you're a sinner, God hates you. And you're also ungodly in the eyes of God. And he said he will pay vengeance to you. This is the real God. He likes to hurt and punish those who sin against him. That's what he likes. That's what he enjoys. And he justified. He's justified in doing it because he warned us. He warned us first. He didn't just, move on us. He said, listen, man, we done made this covenant. Your fathers made this covenant. I belong to you. You belong to me. We done made that deal. It's done. I'm going to be a wonderful husband to you like you never had before, the best. And you're going to be the perfect wife and servant to me, Israel, the whole nation. But we sinned against him. We committed adultery against our husband. Imagine a man come home and his wife is in a triple buck with some other Negro, with a whole nother Negro. You know the insanity that'll come to your mind? You know the death that you want to bring to both of them? You understand? That's what we did to the Most High. Feel that, and then that's what we did to the Most High. You understand? He did that. But he created a perfect situation where all we had to do was obey him. So now, when we disobey him, the death and the punishment he brings to us is totally justified. And it's still merciful. It's still merciful, all the death he brings to us and the punishments he brings to us, because we still his chosen, and Christ coming back to make us kings again. Right. And princesses again, and rule a good land again. Because all we got to do is come back to him, man. Some husband, they, probably don't want you back. You done been with that nigga? Bitch, excuse my French. I'm sure she heard it before, right? Bitch, you want what? Get the hell away from me. You like dog mess with me. You understand? You like a filthy rat to me. Be gone. But I'm sorry. Well, be sorry with another nigga, not me. Not me. This is done. You understand? That's it. The Lord could have cut us off totally, man. Totally. But he remembered the love he had for Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He remembered the love he promised to give to Israel. He remembered the prophets that he loved. You understand? And he said, I'm going to give them a second shot. I know they're going to go off, but I'm going to create a way for them to come back. I'm going to hurt them, though. I'm going to hurt them good and strong and long. I know y'all can't wait for this thing to be over, right? Lord said He's gonna hurt them, and I'm gonna hurt them good, strong, and long. But I am gonna create a way for them to come back home because I love them. I love that nation, man. I love that nation. And listen, thank the Lord for that mercy and that love that He gave to us. You understand? So don't believe Christians when they say He hates the sin, not the sinner. God hates the sinner also. And He's going to hurt the sinner, according to this scripture. Go ahead, Imam.
Yes, sir. Come, because I have on Proverbs 8 and 36.
Get down.
Come. This is on the book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 36. He that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul.
And look at that. And look, it ain't no good for you when you sin against the Most High. There's nothing good can come from it when you go against the God of Israel. Let me know when you're ready for the key. I'll give it to you today. You know what I'm saying? There's no good for you. You hurt your goddamn self sinning against the Most High. You understand? I can't believe in no spook guy. I can't believe in no somebody coming out the sky to save me. Man, we got to save ourselves. We got to save ourselves. Negro, you high. You know that, right? That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Well, y'all at warfare shit. Let me know when it's time to get the guns and come get me. We ain't coming to get you when it's time to get the guns. You get us killed. Your dad just bought it out on the damn Ashley the Prophet show. Weed don't make you no soldier. Weed just make you food for soldiers. You know what I'm saying? That's all weed does. You know what I mean? It don't help you fight. You think you're going to be ready. When the war comes, nigga, tell me. When y'all ready to get the guns, tell me. No, we ain't going to tell you. We going to be out already. You know what I'm saying? You the one going to be here getting high when Master roll up in your house and string you the hell up. You know what I'm saying? We going to be ready for war. Not you, because you're going to be high. You understand? So the Lord hates the sinner, and the sin. Go ahead, Imam. Was you done?
It's a little more, sir.
Go ahead. I'll come to you, Sawana.
But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul.
He heard his damn self. Go ahead.
All they that hate me love death.
Damn right. Because that's all you get from going against the Most High God. He is the author of life and death. He said, I create good and I create evil. I bring to the grave and I give you life. The Lord said, I do all these things, man. Right. So if He's the one that create life or death, He's the one that gives you the blessing or the curse. He do it all. What benefit is it to go against Him, man? Can't nobody stop Him. Allah can't defend you and stop Him. Can it? What Buddha going to do against the Most High God of Israel? Nothing but get dusty. You understand? What's the rock in Mecca going to do? Nothing. What's your cross going to do? How about your horseshoe or your rabbit's foot? Ain't nothing you got going to make the Most High do anything He don't want to do. You understand? So the only option really is to serve Him and obey Him. And He ain't got the, the rules and laws He got, they beautiful. It ain't one thing the Most High says to do that hurt you. Unless you just scandalous and full of demons and you like to lie. If you like to lie and be untruthful, then the laws of the Lord ain't going to feel good to you. Because He does require you to be honest with each other. He does require you not to lie. You understand? He does require you to obey for your good. For your good. Like the Most High's rules and laws and commandments is put in place to make us a great and powerful nation, man. To where everybody else who looks at us see nothing but greatness. Tell you that in Deuteronomy 4. They see nothing but greatness, man. But because we done went away from His laws and commandments, now we celebrate Halloween and Christmas and Easter. Now we defy our God. The whole world looks at us like suckers, man. Suckers. The same people that you fight to vote for, you filling up the polls and you Christians pushing vote. We got to vote, make a difference like we did with Trump. We got to make a difference. No, that was white people that got Trump out of there. The black vote ain't get Trump out of there. We the minority in America. Y'all, we forget that. We 11, 12% now? 13, maybe 14% in America. You understand? And the white masses are the ones who pushed Trump out of there. They didn't like Trump. And they got him out of there because you best believe if they liked him, we can vote all we want. You understand? Trump gonna get back in. If they liked him and we didn't, that don't make a difference. The point is White people didn't like Trump. You understand? And we still filling up the voting booths trying to vote for these people who got nothing to do with us, man. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord got laws and commandments that makes us great, not them. Right. He never made us great. What president ever made us great? Right. Your brown-faced president, that African Barack Obama, he ain't make us great. He spoke against black men. You understand? From Reagan to who? To the Bushes. You understand? To Clinton. Who? Who made us great? None of them. Go ahead, Ash.
If I could, what's so heavy about that, and what always like kind of like blow my mind is like because of slavery and us growing up here, like we don't even know what we want as a people. So we trying to follow behind our oppressor and then vote for what he want, and not even realizing what's going on with us. That's just like with the critical race theory, how they didn't want to push it. Like when you go and you look at the stuff they did to us in America, the only logical thing to do once our children grow up on generations of us seeing that is to go, well, what about our land you stole down south?
Yeah,
what about all our business? What about stuff for us in our own situation, our own community? We would start to separate and we see how evil they was towards us. But instead, they hide that and then we run behind them going to go vote one after something that they want, but they don't have nothing to them do.
Exactly. And then the things that come out that they did to us, the small bit of things that come out, they act like it was so in the past that, yeah, we found out this and this and this, so we just forgave him. We just forget, like Emmett Till, we're going to try to clean his slate. We're going to try to clean their slate. And the people that did those things, their family is still around. Right. And they still got the houses that they stole from the slaves. Right. They still got them farms that they stole from the slaves. Getting rich. Hand over fist getting rich. The proper thing is to get that goddamn land back. After the Civil War, you understand, slaves were supposed to be freed. Everything was fine. And them white people still took our houses back and gave them, to the Southerners. Right. You understand? All that's supposed to come back. Right. You understand? If it was the right thing. Go ahead, sis. Behind. Oh yeah, someone not first. Go ahead.
I had wanted to bring out the precept when Yahweh hated sinners.
Yeah.
And it's in the precept is in the book of Psalms when it says Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day.
Come on, you got it or you got it? Okay, no sweat. Come on. No problem. So somebody find that real quick. How's it work? Say it again. Can you remember what it would say again?
The Most High is angry with the wicked.
Angry with the wicked every day. Con. That's an excellent precept. You know what I'm saying? Showing it ain't the wicked thing they do that he angry with. He angry at them for doing the wicked thing. Go ahead,
Psalm 7 and 11.
Psalm 7 and 11?
Psalm chapter 7, verse 11. God judgeth the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day.
You hear that? He judged the righteous. The righteous get their reward. And the wicked, he got something for them too. He got a reward for them too. He's angry at them. So he got a reward for them too. And this is talking about the people, not the sin. The people. Go ahead, sis.
I was going to say something about that because I kind of forgot, but I noticed that a lot of Christians, they like to use the Bible as a shield, but use it as a sword for others. And I remember I got into a pretty heated debate with a young lady because we were talking about, I guess, some type of sin and perversion. And
she was talking about what?
We were talking about some type of sin having to do with perversion. And how God is the reason why we have all these STDs and AIDS. God is punishing people for their act. And she's like, basically trying to tell me, only God can judge people, and God loves everybody as him. Every sin, if you notice that we have done, there's always a consequence for that particular sin.
Definitely.
So the sin of lust.
Give me the wages of sin.
For the sin of lust. You see all the diseases coming out. The sin of overeating or eating certain food. You see a lot of high blood pressure, diabetes. That's right. A lot of people are dying from colon cancer at a younger rate, at a younger age, higher rate at a younger age. All these different
give me angry
cancers that we're having. These are all sins of the flesh. For even if the sin is not severe, there's always even if the sin is not severe, there's always some type of punishment that's tied necessarily mean that you're gonna go to hell for it, but it's gonna cause you death.
Well, how do you mean go to hell for it?
Like, for instance, like you're eating pork. I don't think people go to hell for eating pork, but you're gonna get sick.
They will. They in hell in America. You know, hell is America.
Right.
You in hell. You know that right now today. You in hell right now. I'm in hell right now. You understand? So we in hell. America is our hell. That's the hell of the Bible. You know what I mean? Living in these conditions under our oppressor, being punished like we punish. Hell is not no place that the Christian church teaches that you go to for doing certain things. We already here. We already here in hell. We dying like you're supposed to in hell. You understand? And for eating pork, for smoking, for celebrating holidays at the heathen holidays, celebrating Halloween, celebrating Christmas, celebrating Thanksgiving, we in this hell in America, and we suffer this hell in America because we, you know what I'm saying, we here because of our sin. Who was holding a couple scriptures I called?
Amos 3:1.
Go ahead. First, the one, you died. What was the other one? Go ahead.
The book of Romans chapter 6 and verse 23.
Go ahead.
For the wages of sin is death.
You hear that, sis? So the wages of sin is death, meaning that death ain't coming to the sin. God ain't gonna kill adultery. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna kill that. He gonna kill the adulterer, the person. The wages of sin of death. So God don't just hate the sin, he hates the sinner also. So why? The sinner is the one that's in danger when he go against the Most High. Now read the other one.
Book of Amos chapter 3 verse 1.
Go ahead.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
And this is what the sister just touched on. The Lord spoke against the Israelites. Nobody else he said this to. Go ahead.
Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Read.
Say, you only have I known.
So this known is that black slang you hear on the streets, meaning close to. You the only ones I'm close to. It don't mean known like knowledge. Because God, he has knowledge of all the nations he created, all the races he created. But the only ones he's close to is the Israelites that he brought out of Egypt. He said, you only have I known, go ahead.
Of all the families of the earth.
All the families, these are people. Out of all the people he created on the earth, the Israelites are the only ones he's close to. Go ahead.
Therefore, I will punish you.
And because he's close to us only, go ahead.
I will punish you.
He said he's going to punish us. Why? Go ahead.
For all your iniquity.
So your iniquity is your sins. God said, I'm going to punish the iniquity. He said, I'm going to punish you, Israelites, the people, the sinner. I'm going to punish you for all of your iniquities, for all of your sins. Go ahead. Is that it on that?
Yes, sir.
No sweat. So you understand. Just like you bring it out, there's a consequence. Like people say, what they say, to every action, there's a reaction. You understand? They call it karma. But again, karma is getting into another God. It ain't karma. It's the Most High. You understand? It's the Most High punishing you for your disobedience. Go ahead.
All right, this one is a little off track, but it has a little bit to do with what we talking about. So, I'm currently in the military National Guard, right? And I have a sergeant who is super religious Christian. He's a white Christian who came out of the Catholic Church and went to, I guess, a Baptist church. I forgot. But okay, so we got into it because he was talking about, how the Most High is great and how much he loves Jesus Christ, whatever. And he was talking about how much we should protect Israel. Now, I got kind of triggered because I read a lot of documentaries.
And when he said protect Israel, he's talking about the Jewish. No sweat.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I got a little triggered because I read a lot of documentary, and they're actually the original serpent people, the Khazars. If you actually read a thorough history, these people were I don't even know how to call it.
They were horrible, disgusting people. They were serpents, just like their forefather was in the garden. You understand? That's where the first serpents were.
And yeah, even other white nations kicked them out so many times, not even funny. But,
right. Hell, the people, Germans and Jewish people are the same race. They're the same people. Right. And the Germans burned them in ovens. They call it the Holocaust. Yeah. You understand? That's just white on white crime. You understand? That's all the Holocaust was. Go ahead.
Let me get to the point.
Go ahead.
So I argued with him because it seems like a lot of these so-called Christians I don't know if they're pretending or if they're that ignorant and they don't understand that the very people that you enslaved here in America are the real people. Now, I had to explain to him that I asked him, "You think you're a sinner?" He's like, "Everybody's a sinner. You think you're gonna enter heaven?" He's like, "Of course I'm gonna enter heaven." I said, "I know I'm going to heaven." And I said, "Well, here's the thing. The picture of Jesus you have, that picture is a false picture. What does the Bible say about false idols and drawing false image of Jesus, Yahshua?"
I got a couple minutes, sis. Go ahead.
Okay. I said, right there, that's blasphemy. You just sinned.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you read the Bible and see where it took place, common sense would tell you that none of the people in the Bible, even the Hebrews, were not even white until the New Testament with the Greeks and the Romans came in. I said, so when you talk about protecting those people over there, and those are not even the people, you read the real history of those people, even those people don't even like you.
Did you have a shield on at the time? Did you have a shield on at the time when you was talking to him?
No, I was my uniform.
Okay.
I'm in the military. So,
Okay. Right. Good. Okay.
So he's like, he was trying to play dumb. And he was like, why would you not think that those people over there are the real people? Like,
He don't know. Most of them are ignorant. Now the ones at the top, they the ones who do know. And the scripture tell you it's gonna come a time where they're gonna repent and grieve and say, surely our fathers have inherited lies. Right. A lot of them don't know. One Edomite, there was some Edomites just last year, shocked on the news saying, I never knew what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I never knew that history. A lot of them don't know our history. That's why the leaders are so scared of critical race theory. They're afraid of that because then they'll find out the history. And their children might not look up to George Washington and Lincoln and all them as such great, honorable, and holy men. They'll see that they murdered for everything we got. You understand? But I got to end it here, sis. Salaki. It's like I turn the glass over to priest and Officer Daniela for a while. Allah Akbar. Barak. ISUPK